What's up guys, it's JouleThief, and today I'm going to talk about my life a little bit, draw some pictures, life draw I think it's called. I was born on October 5th, 1988 to my Canadian dad Mark and my half-Japanese mom Margot. I have an older sister Marielle and a younger sister Gabby. The first word I ever said was hi, and I've decided that my last word ever will be bye. As soon as I learned to walk, my parents quickly learned that I was very difficult to keep track of. I was well known for wandering off and getting lost wherever they took me, and this scared the hell out of my parents on numerous occasions. I also had a strange obsession with toy monsters, which my parents capitalized on when I was being potty trained. They made this chart for me, and if I didn't poop or pee my pants for a day, I would get a gold star. After getting 7 gold stars, I would be rewarded with a toy monster. I was hooked on those monsters, and needless to say, I never shat my pants again. Until college. It's a long story, I'm not going to tell that story. My mom told me that I was so proud of earning these monsters that I would sometimes ask strangers if they wanted to see my monster. That probably gave off a weird impression. At the age of 4, my family moved to Mercer Island, Washington, which is where I spent the next 14 years of my life. In kindergarten, I dreamed of becoming an archaeologist after watching Raiders of the Lost Ark. I started a digging club with the few friends I had, and we would dig for artifacts and dinosaur bones on the playground. It wasn't long before the teachers banned us from digging craters on the school property. This would not be the last time I'd get in trouble with the faculty. I quickly discovered that I had an obsession for movies. My sisters and I would set up a tripod and reenact our favorite movies in front of my dad's camera. One of our favorites was Karate Kid, and somewhere in our attic there is a 30-minute short that we made completely based off of Karate Kid. It's pretty ridiculous. At the age of 11, I truly discovered my passion for filmmaking when I made my first short film titled Saving Private Brian. Using my dad's video camera, I made this war movie with action figures that were pulled by dental floss. Over the course of the next 6 months, I added scene after scene, and the final cut of the film ended up being over 20 minutes long. I had so much fun with it, and I've been hooked on making movies ever since. In 2004, I started writing a feature-length screenplay called The Safe, and started to put that together with my best friend Tate. And for the next year and a half, I was working on that. It never actually got finished, but I learned a lot through that project. In high school, I was a bit of a troublemaker. I had a bad case of ADD and got bored very easily, which usually led to trouble. I was suspended 4 times for pulling various pranks and shenanigans. 1 time for wearing a mask and running into a classroom, once for stealing my teacher's keys, once for running away from a teacher who was trying to breathalyze me, and once for holding up my middle finger during our school's senior photo. At this point, I hadn't been accepted into any of the schools I wanted. I had no car, no job, and no foreseeable future in filmmaking. My dreams of moving out to LA to become a successful movie director seemed pretty hopeless. I didn't even know where to start. I decided to move to California to try to pursue my dream. My first 2 years of college were spent at OCC in Orange County, where I would meet Chelsea Mayer, who helped me create a lot of my early YouTube shorts. In 2009, I transferred to Cal State Northridge, where I met Matt Frederick, or as many of you know him, Matthias. I'll get back to him later. At this point, I had created around 20 short films, most of which were dark horror shorts where the main character would get killed at the end. It wasn't easy for people to watch these shorts, and most of the time they just disturbed people. After a bout of depression and a bad case of writer's block, I decided to try my hand at a different genre. In 2011, I created my very first comedy short and uploaded it to YouTube. It was called Like a Douche, and it changed my life forever. The video got 5,000 views and a lot of positive feedback in the comments. I could not believe that people actually looked forward to seeing my next video, and that was an incredible feeling. Making people laugh has always been a big part of my life, and I never really realized I had a talent for it until now. I was instantly addicted to making viral shorts, and I decided to upload 1 video every month. 4 months later, Matthias helped me out immensely when he allowed me to shoot a video called 10 Ways to Get Fired at the drugstore that he managed. This turned out to be my first hit video, and we quickly became friends after that. Since then, he's helped me create many of my best videos. At this point, I was taking 6 classes, I worked full-time at a hardware store, and on the side, I did everything I could to create the best quality YouTube videos. Most of the money I earned at the hardware store went into creating my YouTube shorts, and in early 2012, I went completely broke after spending over $1,000 on a video called Waldo the Movie. It was all worth it though, because a few months later, Waldo was discovered by a YouTube network called Awesomeness TV. I was called in for a pitch meeting with the executives at Awesomeness, and I shared with them some of the ideas I had. I pitched 4 different ideas, and they turned down every single one. I was devastated. I had no idea what to do with myself. I just didn't think it was remotely possible for me to support myself with these videos. 2 weeks later, I got a call from one of the producers saying that they were interested in having me rewrite one of their comedy sketches. They sent me a script titled Harry Pottymouth, and it was absolutely terrible. I had no idea what to do with it. I just couldn't figure out how to make it funny. I decided to scrap the entire script and rewrite it from scratch. Awesomeness TV was so impressed with the new script that they asked me to direct the short myself, and a month later it went live on YouTube. Today, Harry Pottymouth remains one of Awesomeness TV's most popular comedy sketches with over 1 million views. Since then, I've been making a living writing and directing sketch comedy for Awesomeness TV and several other networks like Yum Yum F and The Hungry Channel. My life finally feels like it has meaning. Moving out to LA turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life, and I finally feel like I'm contributing something to the world. I have you to thank for that. Yes, you, the subscribers. You've gotten me through some very difficult times over the years, and there is honestly nothing that cheers me up more than seeing your comments on my videos. You've turned my whole life around, and I cannot thank you enough. 5 years ago, I never would have guessed what making videos could do for my life, and I hope I can say the same thing 5 years from today. Thanks again, guys. I love all of you. Leave a comment if you have any questions about anything, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Time to get started on the next video. Until next time.